How are you? No, we're just gonna get the day started, aren't we? You wanna go outside? What are you doing? Shut that off. I don't need the car. That thing's ridiculous. Having the car run. Hang out and make some coffee this morning. How's everyone doing this morning? Hopefully we're doing well. Turn a little more light on. How's that? Holy buckets, that's bright. That ain't too bad. Good morning. I'm just getting my day started here. Oh, there's Goldie. You can see her a little bit right there. Oh, hey, dog. What's up? What's going on, dog? We got to get things. What are you trying to do, Goldie? We got to get things moved around here a little bit, honey. Oh, yeah. What's up? We need to move this. That's your poop bags. We don't really need them in that location right now, do we? Oh, I need some water. Let's get some water so we can make more coffee. The coffee I have is getting cold. I have my coffee maker over here. Right there's my coffee maker. Hopefully that's about enough. I have about a half a cup of coffee yet. And hopefully that's enough water in my coffee maker. Good morning. How's everyone doing? I'm just getting ready to make some coffee on this fine morning. It's going to be a beautiful day here in Florida. The dog, I think she wants to go back outside. Goldie, hey, you want to go back outside? Yep. There you go. Let the dog back out. I need to make more coffee. Them lights are ridiculous to have on. Oh, we got to get my coffee made. Dump my coffee grounds out from my coffee maker. I got a sweet coffee maker sitting right over here in the old hot rod. How's everyone doing? We're just getting the day started. Doing a little car camping in Florida. Is that better? Maybe that's a little brighter. I don't know. We're just doing some car camping in Florida for the winter. And I do my car camping out of a Toyota Prius. And there you can see where my bed is and my other stuff. Oh, sounds like the dog wants to get back in. We better let the dog in. Come on. Oh, there's the dog. Dog was just outside going to the bathroom. Hi, Goldie. How are you? We're going to make some coffee. Dog and I are hanging out in Florida. Currently, we are at a boat ramp right now. Doing some car camping. Some free car camping. I'll turn this around here and I'll show you a little bit. We're doing some free car camping in Florida. And we're just at a boat ramp. Right now is where we're at. Not a bad place to do some free car camping with my dog. Yeah, that's my dog, Goldie. What's up, dog? Then I have my water spigot over there, air fryer, coffee maker. Then underneath here, there's 8 gallons of water. I have my fridge right here, 2,000 watt power inverter back there. Good morning. Hello. Good morning. Good morning. Thank you. I appreciate that. You like it. Goldie and I are just doing some car camping in Florida. I need to make some more coffee to get my day started. We're just kind of getting the day started. Hello from Indonesia. Hello. Thank you for joining. I appreciate that. What you doing? I'm just getting my day started here. We are at a boat ramp. I did some car camping last night at a boat ramp in Florida. I'm not even exactly sure where or what the name of the town is. We're let's see. We're on the west coast. Hello, I am new. 200 IQ. Hello. Let's see. We're on the west coast of Florida. We're right along the the water. There's a river right here. But basically, when I got to Florida, I've been in Florida for a week. I'm going to be here for about 3 months, 3 months. We're going to car camp in Florida. But I've just kind of been staying on back roads, staying at boat ramps. Hello. Just doing free car camping. That's kind of the only car camping I like to do, is stuff that's free. Because everything, oh gosh, Goldie there. Oh yeah, there she is. She's just kind of laying down. She's got the easy life. I gotta dump my coffee grounds out. Gotta get rid of the coffee grounds so I can make more coffee. But we're just kind of touring around the great state of Florida right now. I've been here for a week. I've been in Florida for a week right now. And I think since we've been in Florida, we've stayed at 5 different places so far. 4 places, 5 different places we've stayed at. A couple of them were boat ramps, because typically, if you do any car camping or van life stuff like that, a lot of times you can stay at boat ramps for free, which is pretty badass if you ask me, because most of you don't know me, but if you do, you'll come to find out I'm extremely cheap. I try to travel as cheap as I can. Like, I'm from Wisconsin is where I'm from, and I drive a 2009 Toyota Prius that I've converted into a camper. But my gas to get down here, typically that's my biggest expense is gas. And to get from Wisconsin all the way to Florida, I spent $80 in gas to get down here, which is pretty cheap. All right, we got to make some more coffee. All right. I have my little single serve coffee maker right over here. Right here's my coffee maker. This is my little water spigot for when I need water. I just hit the top of the button, turns the water on. Hey man, I just subscribed. Can you give me a shout out to my big buddy, Big Jacob, and send some good vibes and positive energy? Absolutely. Hopefully your buddy is doing well. Hopefully he has a spectacular day. There we go. If you have any questions about car camping or whatever, I try to do it as cheap as I can. You can probably hear the coffee maker heating up. I'm super cheap when I do my car camping. Yeah, it cost me, from Wisconsin to Florida, I spent $80 in gas is all this year. Last year it cost me a little bit more. Last year it was about $100 for me to get down to Florida. And this year was a little cheaper, thankfully. That's my biggest expense when Goldie and I are on the road camping. Well, that's a little bright. Let's turn that down just a smidge. What do you think? That's kind of bright. My eyeballs. That's a little too yellow. There, that's not too bad. Goldie, she's hanging out. Lucky dog. Lucky dog. Oh, that's even better for lighting. I would shut these other ones off up here, but then it gets a little bit too dark. Maybe, what if I use this light I have? Would that help, I wonder? What do you think, Goldie? Does that help? Oh yeah, that helps a little bit, doesn't it? What do you think of that? You don't know. She's just kind of sniffing it. Be like, what the heck's that, man? What you doing, baby girl? Oh, Goldie's so much fun to have along with me when we're traveling. She's such a good dog, too. That, and I have a rack on the back of my Prius that I use, that I haul my e-bike with. And anytime somebody... I haven't had many problems. I've only had one time that someone tried stealing the bike off the car. Shaney, however, you heading south for the winter? I'm already south. I'm in Florida right now. But I've only had one person. What I was saying is I think it's only been one person that I can remember that tried monkeying with the e-bike when we were sleeping at night. And good morning. And Goldie noticed a movement in the vehicle before I did, and she started barking. I'm like, what the heck is going on? What's going on? Why are you barking at this time of day? And I would tell her, hey, Goldie, relax, be quiet, be quiet. And she wouldn't stop. So I let her out. And well, once she made it about 4 feet out of the car, and then she started barking, stayed in one spot and just started barking and barking. And I ended up getting up, and once you know it, someone was trying to steal the e-bike off the back of the car. But they didn't realize there's 2 cables on there. A lot of times people only have one bike lock or cable or chain or whatever. I have 2 different ones. And you notice the other one I kind of have hid. It's kind of hid, especially in the dark it would be hid. But they got the one, they cut the one, but they didn't realize there was another one. So they must have been trying to lift it up off the rack or whatever, and that made some movement and woke Goldie up and got her moving, thankfully. Oh yeah, there's always one jackass that'll try to ruin it. That's all it takes. Hello, hi. Hopefully everybody's having a beautiful morning. It's a gorgeous morning. We're just starting to get our day going. I just made coffee. I don't know if I can grab it around Goldie. There we go. Oh, I thought that would make more. Well, I'll show you here. It made about, I don't know, 3/4 of a cup, which I guess isn't terrible. Isn't a terrible thing. Then I need to get my coffee creamer. Goldie, you're just kind of stealing the show, aren't you? You just got to be right up front. You're so damn cute, dog. That's so dirty of people who steal those bikes aren't cheap. Yeah, they're not cheap at all, but there's deadbeats everywhere. I mean, deadbeats are deadbeats, whether they're a crackhead or a meth addict. They don't, apparently they don't like to work for what they get. They like to steal it. Hey, what do you think, dog? I need to get in my fridge. Can I get in the fridge? I need to grab coffee creamer, Goldie. What do you think? I guess I can just do it like this. There. I need to grab the coffee creamer. Got the old, what do we got rocking today? I just picked it up yesterday at Walmart. Ooh, we got the French vanilla. Throw a little of that in the old coffee this morning to get the day started. I'm going to put my hoodie on. Throw this on the charger real quick. I'm going to put my hoodie on, and we'll get out, and I'll kind of show you around where we ended up camping out last night. And I think I'm going to stay in this spot for a couple days. It was busy here yesterday. Oh, I got to shut this off. There we go. It was busy here yesterday. We pulled into this spot yesterday. Oh, football hadn't started, so it wasn't at noon, 1 o'clock. It was probably 10 o'clock in the morning or so when Goldie and I pulled into this awesome camping spot. Gosh dang it. That's the only bad thing about where my fridge is here in the Prius. Because there's only so much room in a Prius to put things. Like, I have bread and different things up in here, dry goods I keep up there for storage for food. Then the bottom 2 shelves there in that plastic container is food. Then I have cooking utensils on top, solar panel right there. That little board going across, you can kind of see that's a board. That's a swinging table that swings out so I can cook in back, or I can cook up front with my air fryer. But the only bad thing about having my fridge up front, I mean, it's convenient, absolutely, but there's not a lot of room in a Prius. So when you don't have a lot of room, my air fryer, I got to take the tray out for the air fryer so I can open my fridge, because if I don't take the air fryer handle out when I open my fridge, it can't open it. It hits the handle. But I was gonna put my hoodie on and I'll take you out and I'll kind of show you around where we camped out last night. Now, it is a little windy outside this morning. I notice it's a little breezy on some of the trees. The leaves are moving around pretty well. I was gonna do a live stream of making breakfast outside this morning, but I think I'm gonna end up making breakfast in my air fryer. That it's so freaking windy, man. But we'll get out, take a look around where we did our car camping last night. I don't mind watching your pup up front. Oh, that's awesome. The dog, she's super cool. I love my dog. She's such good company to have with when we're on the road. I take her with everywhere we go. And we do a lot of traveling, a whole lot of traveling. Like last year, let's see, well, the year isn't over yet, but this year I'll be around 50 to 55,000 miles of traveling so far anyway. I haven't been going too far since we've been in Florida a week. Car camping in Florida here for about a week now. I've only went about 200 miles this week is all. And I've stayed at like 4 different spots, 5 spots, something like that we've stayed at is all. But I'm going to take my phone off of where I have it mounted and put it into a different phone holder so I can go outside with my phone. Let's take that off of yonder like so. Open this up a little more so I can get the phone in there. There we go. How's that? Yeah, let's take a little trip outside and see what's going on outside today. Shut this light off. If I can get it. I have my light mounted up here that I use. I can't get there it is. Gotta find the off button on the light. Boy, I tell you what, that beeping's annoying. Let's get out. Let's get out and I'll show you where we car camped last night in the old hot rod Prius. Show you around a little bit here. Gotta let the dog out. There we go, Goldie. All right, let's take a look around where we stayed last night. There we go. Turn it around like so. Yeah, this is where we ended up car camping last night in the old hot rod Prius. That's my Prius that we use for car camping. Then my e-bike. And that's what I haul the bike with right there. Not a terrible spot. A free car camping spot. Pretty decent. All kinds of room. There's all kinds of room here if there was more people that came to this area or whatever, or camp out here. There's plenty of room for plenty of campers, that's for sure. But one thing I noticed yesterday when we were here walking around checking things out, when the last hurricane that came through this area, check out this boat dock. How it's all mangled and twisted. Look at that. How it's way up in the air like that. It went up over would you call them pilings? I don't know what you'd call them, to be honest. Them poles that hold it in place, up and over that. But check out these railings. Look at how it bent these railings. Just laid them right over. I suppose between the wind and water and everything that was coming through here, twisted everything. Yesterday when we got here, there was probably about 10 vehicles here that were out fishing. Guys that had boats and stuff, they were out fishing. But for a free camping spot, you can't see, well, you can see maybe a little bit of where the car's parked over there, but for a free car camping spot, this is pretty sweet. I think we're gonna hang out here again today. Spend a day and night here. Might spend a couple days here. We did a little bit of e-biking yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I envy you and I wish to see more of America. I'm in central Massachusetts. I haven't traveled to more than a few states. Oh, that's unfortunate. Shani, however you say your name, I'm sorry if I'm doing it wrong. I apologize. I've been fortunate enough. I've been to 49 out of 50 states. Look at this. Hey, why don't you get your A down here? Come on, get down here. You don't want to be up there, you silly goose. That dock is all monkeyed up, and what happens? It ends up coming down, and you'll get hurt. And then we got to see a vet or something. You need to get out and travel as much as you can. Try to, if you can. Explore and see this beautiful country that we live in. So many great areas to explore. Yeah, no fear in the dog, that's for sure. Silly ass dog. Get out and see the country and explore it. Because you'll look back someday and say, boy, I wish I would have traveled more, or I wish I would have went and looked at this, or seen that, or seen this, or seen that. Don't live life with having a regret saying, boy, I wish I would have had a chance to do that when you're on your deathbed and you didn't get a chance to do it. That's why I travel as much as I do. Because I don't want to have a regret later in life. Boy, I wish I would have seen this, or I would have seen that. I travel as much as I possibly can. If I'm not working, I'm traveling. And I do work a full-time job. But if I'm not working, I'm out somewhere traveling. Yeah, that's our sweet car camping spot we had. A little breezy. Not terrible. Oh, so many regrets. Yeah, don't live life having regrets. Get out and travel. If that's something you want to do, get out and travel. Even if it's in your car, it doesn't take much. Doesn't take much at all. That's why I travel. I have chosen, this is my second Prius that I've converted to go camping in. Dog, I'm getting back in the car. It's cold. I don't like cold weather, and I'm cold. It's windy. She'll stay around and run around and play. She's really good about staying around. That's the nice thing with her. But that's why I've chosen to travel in a Toyota Prius. One, it's just the dog and I, so there's enough room for her and enough room for myself. But the gas mileage, it's so cheap to travel in a Prius. That's why I use a Prius. Now this Prius that I currently have, this is my second one. Here, I'll show you I'll open the back up here. I think the doors are unlocked. I might have to unlock the doors. Oh, they are locked. Let me unlock them quick. And I'll kind of show you a little more of how it's set up. It's a pretty sweet little setup for a Prius. I've yet to see another Prius set up like this, how I have mine. Now, I've seen other Priuses that I've taken ideas from and be like, man, I can do that better. Well, this is my swing table. If I'm cooking outside, like I have a single burner stove that I can put right here that I cook on a lot of times. But right now it's like my drone in there and fire starters, my gym bag, 220 watt solar panel, window coverings, window screens, my bed, my solar converter for my solar panel, battery maintainer if I'm at a place that has shore, or I can plug in. I have shore power. I have the car wired for shore power. 2,000 watt power inverter. And then underneath here, like where the spare is in the Prius, there's tools and different things down there. Then I have a hammock over there. My clothes are in these two here. Then over here on this side, I just have storage because I built the platform. I took the seats out and built the platform. I have a electric chainsaw, a couple storage bins with tools and different things in it. My poop bucket, this is what I poop in. If I need to poop somewhere and there's no toilet, I'll show you if I can get it out. Oh shit, hold on. Please set this there for a second. Move the chainsaw. But my little poo bucket, if somebody's wondering, I put a bag in there and you poop in there and throw it away. Not everybody's up for doing something like that, but it doesn't bother me doing it like that. It works for me. I gotta set this down again 1 second. Now, this chainsaw that I have, it's an electric one, battery one. That, I've only had that for about a month or so, I suppose. About the first year of car camping, year and a half, I didn't have a chainsaw. I just cut everything by hand. And let me tell you, that, my friends, is a massive pain in the ace. And then, like, I keep paper towels here. That's where I have more storage. Just another view of the inside. This setup in my Prius works perfect for the dog and I. Here's my shore power. So if I'm at like a campground, which is never at a campground, because I don't like to pay for camping. I'm cheap. There's no reason to pay for camping. There's so much free camping out there. If you know how to find it and what to look for, there's so much free camping. I had to grab my water jug so it don't fall. There we go. Oh, my water fell. And then on this side of the car, oh shoot, I dropped my funnel again. My little bit of condiments that I have, a couple rechargeable fans, 8 gallons of water. Then yeah, this is where my water spigot is here, I'll show you. Works mint, my air fryer and stuff. It's a pretty sweet little setup for a Prius. For how much room you have in a Toyota Prius, it's a pretty sweet setup. And I put a lift kit in it. It's got an 1.5 inch lift kit in it as well. We get into some cool back roads areas quite a bit. But it's getting chilly and I'm gonna get back in. Get back in the old hot rod. Brr. For Florida, it's kind of chilly this morning, to be quite honest with you. Not gonna lie about that one. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet little setup for the dog and I, for one person. I'm gonna set my phone down here. If I can get this in the right spot. There we go. For one person, this works mint for the dog and I. Now, I've seen other people like on YouTube and stuff. I've seen other people that, oh, Goldie must want to get in. You want to get in? You must be cold too, dog. I take it you must be. Where's she at? She wants to be on camera a little bit too. There we go. Kind of see her. But I've seen some other people and stuff on YouTube that travel in Priuses that do it as a couple. I don't know if I could do something like that as a husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it could be, might be, may not be. That would be pretty difficult, I think, traveling with 2 people in a Prius. Not saying that it couldn't be done. It certainly can, because I see people doing it, but boy, that would be an awfully tight fit, I would think, for 2 people in a Prius. Then you'd have to have the passenger seat for the second person to ride along, since I don't have a passenger seat or any back seats anymore in here. I wouldn't have room for like my fridge, my air fryer, all the water I carry with. I wouldn't have all the extra room for the extra stuff that I have with me. It's really nice. Looks super cozy. It is cozy. Yes. What year is it? This Prius here is a 2009. Yes, it is funk lover. Funk lover. Is that what it is? I'm thinking. It is a camping thing. This is what I use for camping, my hot rod Prius. Right, Goldie? This is what we use for camping. Ugh. It's going to be a beautiful day. Man, it's chilly this morning, though. That sucks. For being Florida, it's a little chilly this morning. I wanted to make breakfast outside this morning, but it's too windy for that. I think I'll wait and go for... In the mornings, I like to go for a bike ride. I like to go take the dog on a run and go for a bike ride in the morning, but it's too windy and chilly for that this morning. Yesterday, we were in Perry, Florida. Checked out a new church there. When I'm traveling, that's one thing that I like to do when I'm traveling. I like checking out different churches. And we checked out Assembly of God in Perry, Georgia, or Perry, Florida. Sorry, Perry, Florida yesterday. Nice church. If you're ever in Perry, Florida and looking for a church, check it out. Assembly of God. It was a good church. 2009 looks way newer. It's in really, really good shape. When I bought the car, when I picked this car up, it had like 195,000 miles on it or something. It wasn't real high miles for the year. It wasn't really high miles. It's in good shape. I wash it a lot. Like where I live in Wisconsin, the car wash there has a monthly membership. It's $20 a month, and you get unlimited washes at this wash where I live back home when I'm home. And I'll probably go through the car wash once a day, every other day. I wash my car a lot. Keep it clean, keep it nice. Put a coat of wax on it. I try to take care of my stuff really. I really try to take very good care of my stuff. It's expensive to replace or fix, so it's cheaper to take care of it and maintain it than it is to fix it. Shanny, man, I wish I knew how to say your name correctly. I kind of feel like a jackass if I'm saying it wrong. Sorry if I am. Definitely, if you get a chance, get out and do some traveling, even in your car. You don't need much: a pillow, blanket, a cooler. When I first started car camping, it was in another Prius. This is like I said, this is my second one. But I started with basically a small mattress, sleeping bag, pillow, fan, and a cooler that I put ice in. Is how I originally started. And then just over time, I upgraded things as I could afford things. I'd buy a little here, a little there, a little here, a little there. And this is how I've kind of gotten to where I'm at now. Shane is fine. Penny. Sweet. Well, thank you. I appreciate that for letting me know. It doesn't take much to get out and do a little car camping, especially if you got a vehicle that's got enough room. Get out and do it. Go to a state park. Find some state, like a lot of state forest land you can camp on for free. Oh, that's just gray hair. I thought there was something in my mustache, and I'm like looking at it here, and I'm like, oh, there's a big old gray hair right there. God damn it. Getting old sucks. Son of a gun. But what I was saying is, when we got into Florida last Sunday night was our first day in Florida, and stayed in some forest land for a couple days, free. A lot of times you can find free forest land to stay on. Oh, you have a Subaru Forester? Oh, you have so much room. You could certainly go out and do some exploring with that Forester. Isn't that the one that's kind of like a station wagon, the Forester? Aren't they 4 doors with like a hatchback as well, I think? Or am I thinking of something different? I think that's a Forester. I'm not 100% positive, I guess. Goldie, what's up? What are you doing? You're so goddamn cute, dog. Now you're right in front of the dog. We'll move this, Goldie. How's that sound, honey? Oh, now she's going in back. Hey, do you want to go back outside? You're so freaking cute, dog. I'll go outside. Yep. Yep. She's gonna go back outside and wander around. She's sitting there. She's waiting for me to come back out because she knows. Sorry for all the movement. It'll be okay. I really shouldn't have to apologize for that. I take that back. Get that moved. There we go. Hopefully that's better. She's kind of sitting by the door right there. Typically in the mornings, you know, we go for a walk, bike ride, or whatever. And she knows it's morning. Oh, here comes somebody in a vehicle. Oh, he's got all kinds of dogs with him. Shit. Hopefully his dogs aren't assholes. Stay here, Goldie. Wonder what they're doing. He's got his dogs in the back of his pickup. Them look like coon hunting hounds. Back home, we'd use them kind of dogs for coon hunting. God, now I forgot what I was talking about. Son of a bitch. Yep, you could fit a clean mattress in the back if you lay the seats down. Yeah, so you need to get out and do some car camping yourself and get out and do some exploring. If you haven't seen much and you want to get out and do some exploring, you should certainly get out and do some exploring. I would highly recommend it. You don't have to go far. There's all kinds of free camping. You can Google like, you know, free camping or primitive camping near me. Find some state forest land. A lot of times state forest land you can camp on for free. It's awesome. Yeah, when we first got to Florida, I already said that, but when we first got here, we stayed a couple days on state forest land. I think 3 days we spent on state forest land, camping for free. Cost me nothing. In the last year, I've paid for camping maybe 4 or 5 times in the last year. I try not to pay for camping ever. There's so much free camping around if you look for it. Even get out your phone, Google Maps or whatever Apple Maps, whatever Apple uses if you're an Apple user. And if you zoom in and find some side roads and zoom in, you can find places where you can camp out for free. Cheers, just having some morning coffee. Having a morning coffee. I was going to go live and cook breakfast this morning, but it's too windy. And when I make breakfast, I make breakfast out of the back there and use my stove and stuff like that. Oh, I didn't show you where I keep my pans. This is where I keep my pans in the old Hot Rod Prius. If you can see where this board goes across there? That's where I keep my pans, up there. I only have 3 different pans to cook in, but 3 so far has been plenty. From what I've figured out, 3 pans to cook in has been fine so far. I am missing one. I need to get some type of pan, one of those deeper ones that, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, whatever you'd call kind of pan that you'd call it. I guess it wouldn't be a pan. I don't know what it would be called, but one of those round one that you can hold some water and stuff in, so I can make like different soups or stews or something like that. And boiling noodles right now is a real pain in the ace. I'll tell you that. It's a real, like a pot. Yes, a pot, pan, pots and pans. Oh, you dumbass, Brent. What a dummy. Pots and pans. Yeah, why didn't I think of that? Son of a beaver. I don't have a pot yet. I don't know where I would keep it, where I would store it so that it wouldn't be in the way. I'm a firm believer there's a place for everything in its place. If I don't have a place for it, it's probably not going to be in this car. Before Goldie and I took off for Florida, I am a e-cigarette smoker. If that bothers you, too bad for you, because it doesn't bother me. Before we left for Florida this year, because last year was my first year going south for the winter. And last year I had so much extra crap with me that I didn't need. And this year I was thinking about, man, my nose is running from being outside. And this year, before we took off, I took absolutely everything out of the car, unloaded the car completely, all my tools and stuff like that, everything. And I probably got rid of. Are you cold and want to get in again? Come on. You have to go out and pee, poop, what? You just not positive what you want. I know what you like to do in the morning. I'm sorry. But took everything out, got rid of a bunch of crap that we didn't need anymore. I probably unloaded 20 pounds worth of shit, maybe 30 pounds worth of stuff that we just didn't need. It was unnecessary stuff that I didn't use. You know, like when a person moves or whatever, and then they have boxes that they haven't opened in years. It's kind of what I did with the car, a good cleaning out. It was definitely needed because there was some crap in here that I had never used car camping ever, and I thought I would because it was stuff that I originally had in my first Prius when I first started doing car camping in my first Prius that I had in that original one that I just took from that one and put it in this one when I picked this one up. And never, I should have went through that stuff when I switched vehicles and did the build out on this one and got rid of it then, but I never did. But that's all right. What do you do? Enjoy coffee, enjoy our morning view. I mean, it's not a terrible view. Let's take another gander. Oh, see that view? Some bananas. Not a terrible view to get the day started. I wish it wasn't so breezy. It's the only thing that kind of sucks. But yeah, you can see it's windy outside there. It's breezy this morning. But at least I have that little bush, though, fairly decent sized bush blocking the wind a little bit. Hopefully the sun comes out this afternoon and Goldie and I can get out and do some adventuring. Oh, this is a great spot. That's why I think we're going to stay here today and tonight unless somebody runs us off. I've never been run off from a spot other than being asked to leave by like a police officer or something like that because they say, hey, you can't car camp here. Well, I'm sorry, sir. I did not know that. We will get hiking on down the road. This is a beautiful spot. That's why I'm definitely staying here again today and staying here tonight. It was so quiet. There was one person that came through last night. I was still listening to football. It must have been 9 o'clock, 9:30. There was one person that came and they went up by the dock and they went fishing for probably half hour. There's a dog watching me. That's funny. Thank you. That was funny. There's a dog watching me. Oh, shit. That was funny. Yeah, there was only one person that come through last night. It was super duper quiet, really nice. We slept really good last night. What's up? It's just coffee. It's just coffee. Don't look at me like that. Is your morning routine screwed up or what? Yeah, I suppose it is. We haven't went for that morning WALK or bike ride yet. Yeah, and the guy that stopped last night, they pulled up, went fishing, stayed for maybe a half hour, 45 minutes. Then they took off. If you die and your dog gets hungry, it will eat you, they say. Well, could be worse. Could be run over by somebody. That would be a whole lot worse than my dog eating me. And if I'm dead anyway, I'm not going to feel anything, so more power to him. I know I'm going to be good because I like eating fruits, I like eating vegetables, and I eat a shit ton of meat. Like every day, I eat meat. Love eating meat. I'm a meat eater. I think today I might make some pork chops. I have a couple pork chops still in my fridge. Might make them. Right on, we will be dog treats. Yeah, if that's what it takes for the dog to survive, that's what it takes. Oh, you get to look at her BH. Should I cover her BH up? Hopefully you guys are having a good day as Goldie and I are sitting here at this boat ramp in Florida. Just enjoying our car camping time. Our wonderful car camping time in Florida. I have so much of the state to explore. Last year, when I was in Florida, I kind of explored all over the state. But this year, I'm staying along the coastline, right along the water. Last year, I was down like I-75 and 4. What part of Florida? I'm south of Perry, Florida. If you Google and find where Perry, Florida is, I'm about 45 miles south of Perry, Florida. If you know where that's at, I can tell you that. I don't remember exactly the name of this area where I'm at 100%, but I'm about 45 miles or so, 40 miles, give or take. What part of Florida? I love my dog that much. I'd hate to know. Yeah, I'd hate to know my dog starved. Are you shitting me? No way, man. If the dog's hungry, I'm already dead anyway. Eat away, bud. Chow down. Shoot. Chomp away, bud. Imagine you live in China, eat a dog, die the same day, and the dogs themselves by eating you. Yeah, that'd be a real beaver now, wouldn't it? Orlando, what's up? How are you, Orlando? Yep, Goldie, she's just chilling, man. Just chilling, looking out the window. I let her out. She goes out for about 5 minutes. Do you want to go back outside? Want to go outside? Yeah. You ready? She'll go run around for a little bit, probably. She'll probably go run around for a little bit. And then she'll want to get back in because it's a little chilly. Oh, Goldie's awesome. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate that. Southern mofo. Orlando, what's up, bro? It's been a minute. It has, man. I've been busy with work, unfortunately. My hour, like I used to do a lot of lives. That's how we kind of come across each other, Orlando. And then my work hours shifted, so me doing a bunch of lives kind of had to come to a stop because it didn't work very well with my work schedule. But here's the good thing, Orlando. I'm in Florida right now is where I'm at. I'll turn this around here, Orlando, and keep talking. There we go. We're in Florida at a boat ramp, car camping, and I'm going to be hanging out in Florida for the next 2-3 months. 2 months for sure. I'm going to be hanging out in Florida, depending. A month. I'm going to be here for sure a month. I can guarantee that. And then I was thinking, I know some people over in Texas. I thought about maybe going over to Texas for a couple of weeks or maybe a month and then coming back for another month back to Florida. I'm not 100% positive what I'm going to do all winter. To be 100% honest, I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to stay here the whole time or if I'm going to go to another state or what I'm going to do. There we go. Sorry for all the movement. Just trying to get this so it looks a little better. I mean, there's not much I can do with the camera to make me look any better. I'm just the way I am. This is the way God made me. So you are just going to have to deal with it. Oh, Orlando, there's state parks all over, man. There's so many state parks all over. Let me see. Cool, you live and travel in your truck? No, I do not live in my Prius. I travel in my Prius because it's extremely affordable and cheap to use a Prius to travel around, and there's actually a lot of room in a Prius. Yeah, no snow. That's why I left Wisconsin and come south. I hung out in Florida last winter too. No holiday plans. Nope. My holiday plans are going to consist of me hanging out with my dog on a white sandy beach. The white sandy beach will be plenty of snow for me. You going to hunt Mickey Mouse or Daffy Duck? No, they're too big and old. They wouldn't taste any good if you went hunting for them. They wouldn't be worth eating. Oh, you want to get back in, do you? Come on. Gots to get back in, don't you, honey? Oh, we got to have you on camera too, Goldie. You're a cutie pie. She's a cutie. Oh, she's a great look. She's a great dog. Aren't you, Goldie? You're a good dog. Look at her. You're a cutie. Thanks. Hopefully she didn't just lick her butthole and lick my face. She's an awesome dog. Aren't you, Goldie? How's the hot rod? I gotta go back and read some of this. Sorry. Orlando, we have a lot of state parks here in Texas. Man, Orlando, there's so many state parks everywhere. There's so much free camping all over. It's ridiculous. Absolutely. How's the hot rod Prius been? Hey, the hot rod Prius is awesome. It's really good. Orlando, before Goldie and I came down here to Florida, I did a bunch of work to the Prius, to the old hot rod. Put new ball joints in. 2 new tires, because I had cords that broke in one of my tires, so I had to replace 2 tires is all. New CV axles I put in. The ball joints. Wheel bearings all the way around. Water pump. I did all kinds of work to the old hot rod before we left for Florida. Basically, the stuff that I did, Orlando, was everything that you would typically do on any car to do maintenance on a car for an upkeep on the car. Dog, she's a good dog. No, yeah, she's back there eating now. I can hear her chomping down. Does she eat? Yeah, she does eat occasionally. Eats me out of house and home. Had to pick up a bag of dog food, a new bag of dog food yesterday at the old Wally World. Swung into the old Wally World and picked up a bag of dog food. I haven't bought dog food from Walmart in, probably 8 months. My friend back home owns a pet store, and I was always getting my dog food there, and I had to switch back to the old food that I used to feed her, which is the Rachel Ray brand of dog food. She's back there eating. Was the Rachel Ray brand. Man, dog food in Walmart isn't any cheaper than buying it at the pet store. Holy Jesus. And it was only a small bag, because in the old hot rod Prius, obviously there isn't a whole lot of room in the old hot rod Prius to have extra dog food hanging around. Orlando, how have you been, brother? If you're still here watching, how have you been, brother? Hopefully you're doing good and you have a good Christmas, man. Merry Christmas to you and yours. You and your family and their family and everybody's family. I hope everybody has a wonderful Christmas this year. I know I was talking a little bit about this earlier, and I might have kind of got sidetracked. I tend to get sidetracked. It happens. I was saying last year when we were in Florida, I traveled all over the whole state, basically from Jacksonville to, well, I went into Alabama and Mississippi last winter too. all the way through the Panhandle, all the way down to Key West, back up and around. But I did all that traveling on the major highways, the interstates, whether it would have been on the Turnpike or I-4, 75 or 95. I stayed on the big roads last year. Well, this year when we're in Florida, I'm taking all 2-lane roads and I'm staying as close as I can to the water. Like we're on the Gulf side right now and we're right on the water. So I'm taking all the 2-lane roads as close as I can to the Gulf and staying, just going through small little towns and stuff like that. Go visit Canada. I wish I could go to Canada, but I cannot get into Canada. When I was younger, I had a DWI when I was younger, and I cannot get into Canada. I wish I could. I would have went to Canada this summer. I've been up to the Canadian border, right at the state line. If you go look on my YouTube channel page, whatever you want to call it, there's one or two of the videos, older videos on there from Grand Portage State Park. And Grand Portage is basically, Grand Portage sits here, Canada's right here. They're right next to each other, and it's separated by a waterway. Really cool. Because of a DUI. Yeah, you can't get into Canada with one of them. They don't like you. Something I did when I was younger and I was stupid and got in trouble for when I was younger and dumb, and something you got to pay for, I guess, forever. I've heard that you can write a letter or do something, but it is what it is, and I don't need to leave the United States. There's so much to see in the U.S. that there really is no reason for me to leave the United States. For what? It was a DUI, is why. Years ago, I got in trouble and got a DUI when I was young, dumb, and full of, So you just pay for it, and it is what it is. What do you do? I've been arrested a few times. I wonder if I could get in. Oh, I'm sure you can. They frown on people with drinking tickets. I know that. I don't know if they frown on other stuff in Canada or not. Maybe there's somebody here watching from Canada that would be able to tell us. I don't know. Because I have two and it doesn't stop me to travel. You're from Canada? Can I get into Canada with a DUI? If you're from Canada, let me know. I've heard you can write them. Montreal, sweet. Nice. Well, welcome. Canadians are cool people. Man, I met some awesome Canadians last winter when we were down in Key West. I met some people. I think they're from Quebec. I think. For some reason, Quebec comes to mind, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% positive if they're from Quebec or not, but that comes to mind. But they were super duper people. Most people, in general, people are pretty decent. You meet a really lot of nice people when you're on the road, traveling, car camping like Goldie and I do. I've met so many awesome people. Awesome people. Few people I even still, you get connected through Facebook. The Book of Faces connects you. Dumb Facebook. But still stay in contact with some of them to this day, but it's only been a year since I've seen them or whatever. But super duper good people, man. Super good people. Oh, hey there. Eh? Hey, is that something you say? Oh, hey. Curious. Do a lot of Canadians say, oh, hey there. Oh, hey there, you're from Minnesota. Now, I know I have an accent because originally I'm from Minnesota, and I catch myself saying that sometimes, oh, hey. Originally, I'm from Minnesota, and now I currently live in Wisconsin. The great state of Wisconsin. Wisconsin. Goldie, you come up and say hi? What's up? You're just going to sit there? Okay. You're just going to hang out there, I guess. She's just going to hang out there, I guess. We'll sit over here and drink our coffee. Keep chatting. Like that movie Fargo. Yeah. Like that movie Fargo. Oh, hey there. Oh, hey there. You want to go outside? You want to go back outside? No? Your door's open. Oh. All right. Then you're stuck inside. You're stuck inside with me, Goldie. I'm sorry about your luck, dog. You're stuck with me. How's that make you feel? We'll put this up here for now. How's that? I thought that I can't travel too, but at my job, movie production, there are a lot of people with DUI worse than me, minor shoplifting, and they go to U.S. and other countries, no problem. Well, I mean, it's pretty simple to get into the United States. I mean, geez Louise, if you haven't noticed. So as far as getting into the U.S., I don't know if that's something that's too difficult. You know? There, now I can move that back to where it was. Hey, you're sitting by the door again. Do you want to go back out? Go if you want to go, silly. No? You're just looking out the window. Okay. Opened the door to try to let her out, and she didn't want to go out. She's stuck. I could almost go for a nap, to be quite honest with you. Go to bed early, you get up early. I think I was up about 4 o'clock this morning, 3:30, 4 o'clock when I got up and started doing different things this morning. Early to bed, early to rise. Isn't that what they say? Oh, you're back. What are you doing? There's nothing down there. There's nothing down there, honey. Yep, early bird gets the worm. It depends of your crime and the agent at the borders. Oh, I suppose. Well, my silly DUI ticket is, and I know it's over 10 years. It might even be like 12 years, 11 years. I'm just trying to think here. I think it was 2013, so it'd be about 11 years now that I did something really stupid. And the good thing, I don't even drink anymore. I used to drink. I've been sober now for, well, let's see. It's December. Almost 2 years I quit drinking. Go get your passport. I was thinking of doing that this summer, going to get, or this spring when I get back home, getting my passport. Because I do a lot of car camping in northern Minnesota during the spring, summer, and fall when I'm home. Oh, you're drinking my coffee now, are you? That's kind of gross. But that's okay. I don't blame you. Coffee's delicious, Goldie. I was thinking of getting my passport and just see what happens and just go to the border. Because when I do a lot of car camping in northern Minnesota, I go up to like Grand Portage and stuff like that. If you look on the map from Minnesota and go from like Duluth all the way up, I think that's Thunder Bay up there. I think up top there. If you go from like Duluth, Minnesota, up along Minnesota's North Shore, and you can go into Canada up there. I was thinking about just getting my passport and just going to the border, and if they let you in, they let you in. I mean, what's the words they're going to tell you? No, hey there, buddy, you cannot come into our country. No problem. You know, all you'd have to do is turn around. I mean, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. It depends on your crime. Go get your passport. You can do They don't care. I'm going to Cambodia for the first time to meet my family. Are you really? That's awesome. And you're from Canada too, and you're going to Cambodia. How long does that take to get from Canada to Cambodia? That cannot be that can't be a nonstop flight. Holy buckets, how many times you gotta stop? Holy buckets, that's super, super interesting. At 38 years old. So you're telling me you've never met your family from Cambodia? No. Now I have so many questions. Were you born there and then came over to Canada, or how'd you end up in Canada? Were you adopted? Were you adopted by some dirty Canadians? I'm joking. I have so many questions. Oh my gosh. That's so interesting. Holy crap. That's so interesting. Goldie, she's thinking it's, the dog thinks it's, whoa, shit. Oop. Potty mouth. Real potty mouth over here. Goldie, she's thinking it's nap time. I'm born in Quebec because my parents are, okay. So your parents are in Canada and you are in Canada. So is this, obviously it's family on your parents, both your mom and your dad's side that you're going to meet is what you're going to do. I did some crazy stuff too when I was born. Yeah, we've all done crazy crap. You learn from your mistakes. One thing, I guess one thing that I've told my kids, because I have 2 kids as well, is listen to your parents. Wish I would have listened to my parents when I was younger a little more than what I did. You know? Woulda, shoulda, coulda. Shit in this hand, wish in this one. Let me know which one fills up faster. You know? Oh, I did. Yeah. The good thing, the stuff I did, you can't get in trouble for anymore because it's past that time you can get in trouble. Thankfully. But I won't speak about the stuff we did. My aunts and cousins and their kids are in Canada. Okay. How long of a plane ride is that to Cambodia? I mean, that's no 3-4 hour plane ride. Holy crud. My longest plane ride that I ever took, I went from Minnesota to Hawaii. Gosh, that was like 12 or 16 hours. I don't remember because I did that like when I went to Hawaii. That was like 20 years ago when I went to Hawaii. But I want to say that was 12, 16 hour flight, 17 hours, something like that. I don't completely remember, but it was a long flight. Let me tell you, being trapped on a plane that long sucked. Really sucked. Look at how windy it is. Dang. I wish it wasn't so windy so I could get out, and I'd love to make breakfast outside this morning in the old hot rod Prius, but it's freaking windy. Oh, sure, and then I'll even moving a little bit. They were moving really good just a second ago. That's why I wanted to show you, but at least we have a nice spot for car camping, for some free car camping. I'm all about that free car camping. That's for dang sure. The sunset last night, I wish I could share a picture. The sunset last night was so freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. It was such a beautiful, beautiful sunset. It was just gorgeous. Hopefully, I see a lot of clouds in the sky today, so I'm not sure what our sunset will look like tonight. We'll find out once that happens, I guess, won't we? But at least we have a sweet spot to do some car camping. Well, it's been an hour. A lot of times I try to do lives about right around an hour. Run out of shit to talk about, to be honest with you. I try to keep the conversation moving. I think we're going to go. I hope everybody has a beautiful day. If you're watching, thank you. I appreciate you watching. And if you happen to follow along, Goldie and I appreciate that. If you do follow along, the stuff that you'll be seeing for a while is going to be stuff in Florida. So hopefully everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you for joining and watching. We appreciate it. And with that being said, we have a layover from Montreal to Paris Airport. 7 hours then from Paris to Singapore. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that is such a long flight. Oh, well, safe travels. I hope you do well. Enjoy your time meeting your family. That's super duper cool. I'm happy for you that you get to meet your family that you've never met. That is wonderful. That's a wonderful thing to do. And to have that opportunity to experience that, wow. I would definitely highly recommend recording it so you never forget it and you'll always have that memory no matter what, and you'll have it on video. Record that stuff. You've never flown either? Oh my Lord, flying is awesome. I love to fly. Flying is so fun. Oh, love flying. The takeoff, there's so much power. The takeoff and landing is the best part. That's the part I enjoy the best, is the takeoff and the landing. But who knows? You might not like it. I can't imagine that you wouldn't like it, but I'm sure you will. All right, everybody have a beautiful day. Thank you for watching. Goldie and I are going to hang out, make something for breakfast in the air fryer. I don't know what yet, because I was going to make bacon and eggs this morning, and I can make bacon in my air fryer. I have an air fryer at home I make eggs in, but this air fryer I have in my car is a little bit different than the one I have at home. So you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. May God bless you. Keep you safe. Have a wonderful Christmas. Safe travels on your way to see your family. I hope you get there safe. Have safe travels. Record it. Take lots of pictures so you always have that memory with you. Peace, you guys. See you next time.